Today, we're looking at a device that sits in that very specific space between affordability and everyday functionality. It's a 14-inch HP convertible Chromebook, designed in a 2-in-1 form factor, running Chrome OS, and this particular unit is renewed. That already tells you a lot about its purpose. It's not trying to be a high-performance machine. Instead, it's focused on being a practical, lightweight tool for daily digital tasks. Right away, the design is one of its most noticeable traits. It's slim, easy to carry, and built for flexibility. The 2-in-1 hinge allows it to rotate into different modes depending on how you're using it. You can treat it like a traditional laptop for typing, flip it into tablet mode for casual use, or set it in tent mode for media consumption. That versatility is a big part of its identity. The 14-inch Full HD touchscreen is another key feature. It's not trying to compete with high-end displays, but for its category, it performs reliably. Text is clear, colors are decent, and touch input feels responsive enough for everyday interaction. Whether you're scrolling through web pages, watching videos, or attending online classes, the display holds up well under normal usage. Now moving to performance, this Chromebook is powered by an Intel 4-core processor capable of reaching speeds up to 3.40 GHz. On paper, it's modest, but Chrome OS is built differently compared to traditional operating systems. It's optimized for web-based tasks, so the system feels more responsive than you might expect from the specs alone. Everyday tasks like browsing the internet, using Google Docs, streaming videos, and joining video calls run smoothly when used within reasonable limits. It's not designed for heavy multitasking or demanding applications, but for standard productivity, it remains stable and consistent. It comes with 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of storage. These numbers may feel limited in a world where higher specs are becoming the norm, but again, Chrome OS relies heavily on cloud storage and online applications. If your workflow is centered around cloud services, browser tools, and streaming platforms, this configuration can still be functional. In real-world use, the experience is fairly straightforward. Boot times are fast, applications open quickly, and navigation feels lightweight. You don't get the lag-heavy feel that older budget laptops sometimes suffer from, mainly because the operating system is stripped down and optimized for efficiency. Connectivity is another important aspect. With fast Wi-Fi support, this Chromebook is clearly designed for online-first usage. Whether you're attending virtual classes, streaming content, or working remotely through cloud platforms, a stable internet connection plays a central role in the experience. Battery life is generally one of the strong points of this category. Thanks to the combination of low-power hardware and Chrome OS efficiency, you can typically get through a full day of moderate usage without constantly reaching for a charger. That makes it practical for students or users who are often on the move. The keyboard and trackpad are functional and comfortable enough for regular use. It's not a premium typing experience, but it is reliable for writing documents, sending emails, or browsing for long periods. The 2-in-1 flexibility also adds value when switching between work and entertainment modes. Since this is a renewed device, it's important to understand the context. It has been previously used, inspected, and restored to working condition. This allows it to be offered at a more affordable price compared to brand new models. While the condition may vary slightly depending on refurbishment quality, the goal is to provide a working device at a lower cost point. In terms of who this is for, the answer is fairly straightforward. It's designed for students, casual users, and anyone who needs a secondary lightweight laptop. It works well for studying, online learning, document editing, browsing, and media streaming. It is not intended for heavy creative work or gaming, but for everyday digital tasks, it performs its role effectively. When you step back and look at the bigger picture, the value of this Chromebook is not in raw power, but in simplicity and usability. It removes complexity and focuses on core functionality that most everyday users actually need. So if your priority is a portable, easy-to-use, and budget-friendly laptop that handles basic tasks without unnecessary complications, this HP 14-inch 2-in-1 Chromebook fits right into that category. And if you're considering it, you can find more details in the link provided.